I'd be able to figure it out because it would be one of the variations. Or I said, even if I were to forget what it was, I wouldn't have an issue because I'd be able to figure out the variation. No, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Can't figure it out.
I've done that before
Can't
too.
figure it out.
Shit, where? It's a nice webcam we got from brother. First time I've actually used it.
Nice.
What's the focus? Why is it on focus?
Oh, it's I think you just gotta clean the thing.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Or wipe it out. I mean.
Jerry, he expects you to be focused. Like when you're looking on your phone, he's like ready to like. He'll like paw my phone away, not giving him both hands and stuff. If he has become accustomed to that in the short term, damn it.
There you go. Now it's focused.
Oh shit! I got my terrorist beard.
Ha! You gotta do it.
Yeah, let's IRA pros at least to be on active service. You have to have a full beard. Oh, let's see. I got a link to the thing. Yeah, live right now. Fucking Jerry. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, he's
I'm gonna call him Jer Bear now.
The big lad. Oh, this. Let's give me the link. The big intersection here is when there's people who have met real life is like a very huge qualitative leap, as opposed to this little internet drama that once you. I mean, I see it as a kind of a game, really. But there's people that take it so seriously, then they'll act like on the internet that you're a bad person because you have a mutual friend with someone who said the word retard or something, which not condoning use of stuff that's toxic, but it's
I only control me. I don't control anybody else and what they do.
Words like that slip out a lot with me, and I'm not saying that's right, but it's like I don't condemn myself and cut myself off from myself because I make mistakes and I have to decondition myself.
Like you have to leave an open platform for people to make mistakes and learn from it. Because if you don't, then all they learn is that mistakes equal getting my head bit off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of a mistake is to learn what you did wrong. If you don't leave people an open platform to learn what they did wrong, how the fuck are they ever supposed to do anything right?
And that's where school shooters come from. Yeah. I'm watching myself live.
Weird.
Like if you word I don't use the word bitch to refer to women in general, but I'll still use it towards men a lot. Even that I try to wean myself off. I wouldn't. Oh, there. I've never called Jerry a bitch, but I could theoretically. No, not he's just a dog. But tonight I'm gonna call into this one dude who's just a fucking. He's a bitch. I call him a bitch. Honest.
My philosophy is I just call him as I see him.
Yeah. I guess I mean I respect that too. When I'm within a certain arena, in general, all else being equal, I don't think it's a good thing to use the word bitch because even when I use it towards men, then the underlying implication is that it's as if I'm saying it's like you're a woman type thing.
Which insults women and men.
Yeah.
In that instance, but I don't think it's more so calling them a woman. I think it's calling them weak.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When you call a man a bitch, it's not calling them a woman. It's just calling them weak or inferior.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's what the context I use it in. And in general, in the long-term picture, it's like a one step back, three steps forward. I think it'd be the good goal to eventually just eradicate the use of that type of culture and language.
I agree.
As a whole, but within the context, these misogynistic incels on the internet that are propagating extreme toxic masculinity, I'll call them a bitch in front of their incel teenage followers.
Yeah, but that's just mainly because that's just doing something is going to
it undercuts
instigate. Yeah, but that's just because but I mean, if they didn't get so insulted by that word, would you really use that word still, or would you just
no, I'm using it very deliberately and tactically,
right. That's my thing is I don't know. I feel like that's what you do in every whenever you do use words like that, you're just, you know, utilizing something that you're weaponizing something that is going to get under their skin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I'm not the dude that was getting all butthurt in the chat. I'm not like I have respect for him as a person. I'm not gonna call him a bitch, even
Well, right.
if in the context it would seem to fit the behavior. But it's no there's no reason to call him that, and that would because he would be called that by the people who I will direct it at.
Right.
Um,
But that's the thing. That's the part of, like that's the whole social structure though. Is like or cause and effect, I guess, even because the outcome of even if it was so to fit, the outcome of that would not fit the situation. You know what I mean?
yeah, it would
Like
yeah. It would,
even though in the moment that word fits, I personally just live by I call it as I see it, and like I don't know. I don't really. I don't know.
no, I don't think it's right or wrong. I get that's good. I think I tend to not saying that they're competitive.
Like I don't know. I guess I don't understand why people get so offended by it because like I call it as I see it. So like me calling you a bitch in the moment or in that moment in that situation has nothing to do with like me not respecting you or the way I feel about you as a person. In that moment, I'm going to call your actions what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and there's plenty of scenarios like Alex, it would fit, but I don't
like
see it.
99% of the day.
Yeah, and almost as a rule by default. But I wouldn't use that towards him. It's not a word that I use without premeditatively.
Right. No, I get what you mean. I don't know. My thing is like, again with Alex, like I said something that I made like a general statement or something, and he was like, he felt very defensive and started like defending himself, and I said, "Whoa! Like whoever said that was directed at you, but if you ever hear something and you feel like it is directed at you or you feel defensive because of it, then obviously it resonates or fits somewhere that you feel that you have to defend yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that like I call it as I see it. If you don't like what I say, because it's the truth. If you don't like the truth, then change the behavior or change the action. If you don't like it, change it.
I mean, Alex, just fuck off. Like it's like
I just wish he would get the fucking help he needs because I was trying to explain to him this like a month ago or whatever. Like just because you're unhealed and not willing to address your demons and deal with your problems does not give you the right to be the toxic plague that tries to affect everybody around you or everything around you. Like that's the issue that he and I have. That's why we butt heads, is because I did the hard work. I went through all that shit. Like it took me a year and a half, but like I went through and battled my demons and like healed little parts from it.
Yeah.
And like because I healed even like a little bit, it's so true that like you no longer can like under or handle like unhealed people, and like you start, it's crazy, like even like instantly I could see the toxicity around me, and like
he's being like people don't understand like the how he said you physically assaulted him. Like his behavior towards you is like overtly rapey. Like it's emotionally, mentally, or just on different planes of material reality, but it's not. It's just rapey. It's like
absolutely, because if
there's no consent, it's just you tell him no and he keeps going.
Any kind of boundaries that are set are like it's as if he accepts that as like an open challenge. Let's see how far past that I can push it. Like to the point where my son is speaking up.
Yeah.
And like how can you sit there and say that you care about somebody when you're having such a fucked up negative of impact on their life? Number one. And number two, how do you knowingly sit there and acknowledge the ways that you're fucking up somebody's life or negatively impacting it? I feel like that's the most offensive part, is like you're sitting there acknowledging that you're having this negative impact. You're acknowledging that what you're doing is wrong. You're acknowledging that you're crossing boundaries, but yet as you continue to do it, right? You not only continue to do it,
Play the
But-
victim while you.
Yeah, you victimize yourself. You knowingly are doing all these things, but you still have zero want or desire to change. Like, and at this point, it's like, it's not even, at this point, I don't even want the change because of myself. Like I told him, dude, you cannot conduct yourself amongst the world this way. You cannot treat people this way. It's not okay.
Part of him knows that that's why he wants to eat in private, and it's it's like he doesn't need to get his ass beat. If he's not if he doesn't go to inpatient, like there's no like other way to like.
Well, the thing is like, so he constantly asks me to sit in my car. First of all, anybody in my life that actually cares about me as a friend would be extremely understanding as to why I don't want anybody sitting in my car unattended, because I found multiple trackers in my fucking car without my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I don't care if somebody can prove dead to rights that it was not them, which truthfully nobody can, because I don't know who definitively put the trackers, because whoever it was, so when I told Tile that the police refused to like submit the paperwork so that they can find out who it was linked to, whoever it was deregistered that tracker with an account. So Tile themselves couldn't even see who that tracker was registered to, because they deregistered it already. So
I mean, I assumed all along, even when you said, I assumed it was Alex.
I think one of them was, but I will believe till.
It seems like I would have almost expected Alex to have done that specific thing
at some point. It's Alex and the other person working together. Because if you were going to, because who else would he have called? Who else would he call?
I could see that at some point, but like, Donald, I don't want to name drop. We hang out probably once every week or two. He doesn't like respect for Alex.
Right, but he would utilize him in that type of.
Yeah, I know there was a period when they were doing that back and forth. And
no, I'm just talking about like whether you like Alex or not goes out the window if you're just needing him for a service.
Alex would rat him out though.
But no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, because then he would rat him out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
And
I can't see him.
The thing is,
I can't see anyone but Alex doing that, but I could be. I don't know. He was kind of going wacko over.
The other person is the one that brought it up, not only to me, but brought it up to others. And like, I totally get what you're saying. I definitively believe that at least one of them was Alex, because he's the only person I've ever seen with a tile. Ever. Yep. But I did not get my tile. So Alex had like bought me one of those stupid things when we were at Best Buy one night. Me and Alex and the German and somebody else. Well, Alex had got one for himself and he got one for me. I've never seen those before. I've never heard of them. And he's the only person I've ever seen with one. But I never received my tile back. Like, I never opened it. But it didn't come back in all my stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, when he dropped all my stuff off here.
Oh.
I still have not yet found that. And there's maybe one box, and mainly the dog kennel and the scooter out there. Like, I'm missing a crap ton of stuff. Mind you, the wallet size is not the one that I had. I had like the key fob one. So like, I don't know. I don't know. There's just so many different parts, and the fact that I found multiple ones, the fact that I found multiple tiles in the car is just, I don't know. It's stupid. But
I mean, it wouldn't completely shock me, given how out of it he was, like, not losing his mind, but he was just out off the rails over.
Yeah. God knows why. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you tell somebody that you have an issue, so you want somebody to be at the house more often. Then when they're at the house, now you're gonna have a problem with that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, it's that whole, I don't know.
I think he had expectations that he told himself and others that he he knew he didn't have a right to have and shouldn't
he
have.
had me move in and said that and claimed it was to help me out, and that it was not going to be the same situation where there was these underlying expectations and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Well, he did exactly what he did the same exact thing that Alex did. Had me move in under false pretenses of actual help and care and kindness. And in all reality, they just wanted me to fuck them. And then got mad when I didn't. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I have self-respect. Crazy. I have standards as well. It might not seem like it because I fuck with them, but I do have them nonetheless. I just think it's funny that, like, how am I a whore because I didn't fuck you or use you? I'm sorry. Last time I checked, I was better than that. I'm sorry. If I was going to use my sex appeal or my looks or my body to do anything, I think I would have done it by now. I don't want anything that badly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
it's just fucking
not like there was either any room to judge, and not just that. It's not even an equal thing. It's like, imagine you offered Alex $500 to have sex with him.
He did that to me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then he's like, imagine the scenario in reverse. Like,
it's just fucking weird.
It's just an outrageous
but
scenario.
I'm not supposed to feel offended because they know how much I would need the money, or how much I need the money, and how much it would help me out.
And that's
so you're soliciting me as if I am a prostitute. Mind you, I have never sold myself for sex, nor do I fucking want to or need to. Like, I have no problem, like, working. Or I just...
Yeah. I mean, I don't
know. How do you not take offense to that in my position? Like, how is that not super offensive? Do I look like somebody that, gets paid for sex? Like, the fuck? I think I'd be doing a lot better off than I am if I did get paid. I don't know. It just baffles me. Like, how do you not... Don't be offended, but I feel like everything that after that point is always offensive when somebody says that.
Yeah. I can't. I mean, it's almost like I was kind of like with not just my ex, but it was like I didn't mind doing it at all. I wasn't like getting paid money, but like
you're reaping other benefits.
I was living at a sober house and I just wasn't working, but it was like I just had my girlfriend and over like 3 times a week, and I didn't even really make the connection until after the fact, like how good I had it. She was like buying me video games and food and anything I wanted to eat. And
so you had a sugar mama?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you're a sugar baby. I got you.
Yeah. And then I remember one of the other like housemates was like yeah, I'm talking to him and I'm like, yeah, just keep buying me all this shit. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I don't know why. It's like, well, you giving her that dick though. And
what's up, Jerry? You look like you're trying to fight. You trying to box?
Like, well, I don't mind doing that. He's like, I pat you down. I pat you down. Like, he's like walked away in a huff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people stalk me. I'm not that interesting. I'm really not.
I don't know.
Plus, like, this is getting a little dicey. Then what's up, my buddy? I don't even... Should I touch him? Like,
he's not like stepping up on you. He's trying to impress you right now.
I understand. It's weird.
Yeah, he's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah. Thank you for holding my hand, Jerry. That's very nice of you, I think.
Oh, he's side-eyed me, like saying this doesn't concern you more. Telling me it's...
What's up, my boy? I don't know. It just... I don't know. I've tried the whole feelings thing. It's just not for me. People have so many of them, and I don't have enough.
It's another thing with
like, it's just weird. I don't get it. Like, how do y'all function? There's so many feelings. Like, they're non-existent with me.
Mine are all blocked that way.
I just think it's... I don't know. I just think it's interesting that, like, people always, like, speak on the fact that, like, they can tell, like, I'm just like a fucking blank piece of paper. Like, I'm sorry, I'm broken. I don't have any feelings to give, or like any fucks to give either. Like, how do you acknowledge like the fact that somebody is like dissociated or like their lack of emotion, and then in the same breath, like be demanding. What's up, bro?
Oh, you stop petting him. That's how he is.
But like, I don't know, just like how in the same breath you acknowledge like somebody's lack of emotion, and then you're like, why don't you care? Jerry, this is getting a little getting dark there. Getting dark, Jerry. Getting dark. Like I don't know. I just it's weird to me that like you can acknowledge somebody's struggles or like know that somebody like I don't know is struggling like with emotions or feelings or whatever, and then in the same breath like be demanding that they like show them or like
Well, you can't coerce like love from someone. It's
well, right, but and you also have to understand that like you can't force somebody to care in the same way in which you do. You know what I mean? Everybody shows their care and whatever in different ways, and but like how do you correct somebody down to like their fucking tone? You weren't making enough. You made eye contact with so and so more than you made eye contact with me.
Well, Alex, it's like it's so it's.
It went to the far. It went as far
He's
as
ugly as fuck. It's like you're not. It's just not starter.
This is how bad it got though. Like it went as far as like he literally told me that I was wrong because I said thanks instead of thank you. Like, first of all, who in the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, you think I care? I have so many other things going on in my life. Like, can you ever call yourself a true friend or say, I care so much? If you cared, why are you the toxicity that plagues my existence and everyone around you? Like,
I think it's the whole patriarchal mindset that like subtext implying that you're a piece of property. That like when it comes to like trying to make amends without admitting any wrongdoing and saying it like we can either solve it, talk it out like men or solve it with fists. I'm like no. Like
my thing is that look, he says how like oh the good things he did they meant everything. He put so much effort into all this shit. First of all, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Yeah. I will not take that ownership. Number two, no one asked you to do any of that stuff, so that's on you. That's a you problem as well. Number three, how do you put so much effort into all of this stuff trying to quote unquote fix the issue when oh I don't know, you could put any like sliver of that effort into fixing the fucking real problem because you're just I said point blank, dude, you put all of your effort into all of these other areas and you could have even just put a fragment of that in effort into like actually fixing the issue at hand, because just because you put all your effort over here does literally not mean in any way shape or form that those issues are gone. Those issues are still the issues. And how can anybody like feel this stuff matters when the issue is still the issue at hand? None of the other bullshit matters. I don't care how much good you've done. I don't care how many things that you've tried to help me with. 90% of those things I've asked you not to help with because your help
he's doing it to have
his health catastrophically fucked up the situation to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Like the other day he went and bought me cigarettes. Number one, never asked me if I needed any. Number two, he asked me for the money for the cigarettes that I did not need, did not want, did not ask him to buy. And they weren't even the same cigarettes that I smoke. You can't do things and gift somebody something and then ask for the money in return or ask them or hold them accountable for like some kind of praise or acknowledgement. Fuck no. I'm going to acknowledge that I did not ask you to do that. I did not want you to. I'm not going to give you the money because you did something I didn't want or need from you. And if you provide a service to somebody,
basic manipulative. Like
it is. It's 100% manipulative. It's narcissistic manipulation. And I looked it up. And then I screenshotted and sent it to him. I said, dude, maybe you should fucking read this shit because legitimately, you're constantly, mind you, I was talking to the German. He just randomly left the house, went on this fucking journey to Walgreens, and then bought cigarettes, Or actually, I found out after the fact, he didn't even pay for the cigarettes. Somebody, a lady working there bought him the cigarettes. And then he brings them back and he's like, or no, then he asked me for a ride back from Walgreens. And I was like, dude, I left the house. Like, I didn't know where the fuck you went. Nobody did. So I left and went about my merry fucking day and went to do my errands and shit.
Mm.
So no, I'm not coming to pick you up. You didn't tell anybody you even left. Then you got cigarettes, claimed you bought them, then asked me for money for them. And like all what you're and then told me I'm not thanking you. I'm not appreciative enough of what you did. I didn't need cigarettes. I bought my own pack.
Mm.
He's like, why'd you do that? I told you not to buy cigarettes. Because you don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
First of all, and number two, those are not the cigarettes I smoke. I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you a ride. And all of this because I told you I wasn't giving you a ride somewhere else. Like, what part of I'm not giving you a ride don't you get?
Well, then as a basic, like fundamental, he's fixated on something that is not.
He told me my car. So that's how this all started. So he asked if I could go because I was going to go donate plasma. He's like, can I just sit in your car while you donate? No, I've told you 1,000 times no. I don't care who it is. I don't want people sitting in my car unattended because of this issue. I don't give a fuck how much I trust you, how much I believe it wasn't you. I don't care. I don't care who it is. Everybody is on the out on this. Nobody is going to sit in my car. I don't even want my kid doing it because he pulls pranks on me. And like I said, anybody that had respect for me would understand and respect my feelings on that situation. And they would not continuously ask me to do so. Because I've now clearly stated this is my boundary. I physically said, this is my boundary. I don't want people sitting in my car unattended.
He sees you as women as inferior.
And
it's built into psychology.
His rebuttal for it was, my car, mind you, homeless. That's the only place I have that is just mine. Like just my area. I have no other space that is just my personal space. And he's like, well, that's that's my space where I feel at peace. And for some reason, whenever I'm sitting in your car, I'm able to focus and stay on track. I need to get some things done. I said, bro, you better find your own fucking space.
He got his own space. He doesn't pay. He's a jobless tweaker in my old bedroom.
Well, but I'm like, look, you have a whole bedroom at your house. Yeah. This car is the only thing I have that is just mine. And anytime that you're in it, you literally suck every ounce of energy I have out of myself. And I just feel fucking lethargic, and you are just literally absorbing all of my energy and leaving the trash energy that exudes your existence.
I think that there's all this stuff is like at a base level. He's fixated on having a relationship with you. That's like there's no. I don't think I have to like. You're a very substantially like above average looking woman. He is not. Like.
Well, regardless of that, like your personality is trash. I don't give a fuck how somebody looks. I base my my indulgence. Like I like people. I really don't pay attention to physical appearance. It's their energy, their personality, and shit like that.
That's fair. That's fair. Regardless of it, there's not a mutual attraction, and like he doesn't accept that. He might say it, but he's still fixated and he's still trying to manipulate, and as if he doesn't realize that everyone can see through it.
Absolutely. And I said, at what point do you stop lying to yourself?
That's why he's got his fucking.
I said, because at some point you got to stop being the plague on my life. Because the thing is like when you're on your way up, sometimes you try to bring other people with you and don't understand that they can't breathe at that height.
He doesn't see you as a person.
No.
Like it's like a cattle, like a property. That's why he comes at me like that.
Because when I slapped him in the face the other night, he's like, you're not even going to apologize for physically assaulting me. No, I'm not. I wish I would have hit you harder. I will stand on that I'm not wrong in hitting you because I'm not. I said the fact that your rebuttal is that, number one, you came up to my car window and asked me for drugs in front of my 10-year-old, in front of my child. And you see nothing wrong with that. Number two, it baffles me. Like, I'm seriously speechless. Like, the fact that he believes I owe him an apology for doing what he did. Mind you, this is the fifth time he's done that. And the last time he even acknowledged, I said, Alex, I told you last time, here is my boundary. Do not say, don't leave it ambiguous. Do not mention anything. Do not address that type of situation in front of my child. Don't. I covered all my bases because his first thing was, oh, I left it ambiguous. I didn't even say the word. I don't give a fuck. It's still not okay. I'm his mom, and I'm telling you that it's not okay.
He's doing it not because he wants drugs. He's because he wants to have a way in to manipulate.
Right, because now he just got this argument.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I said, the thing is, dude, the last time, what did I tell you? Point blank, here's my boundary. Don't do any of this. If you do this, here are the consequences. I'm going to punch you in the face, and then I'm never going to ever acknowledge your existence again. I said, did I not say that? He's like, but I just didn't think. I said, that's not the answer. I was very clear, very concise, very much made you aware of my boundary and the consequences of crossing said boundary. Yeah. You crossed the boundary, I hit you in the face. I don't give a fuck that your ear is bleeding. I don't give a fuck that your face hurts. I do not give a fuck. That's it. I stand on what I stand on. You crossed my boundary. Now you're mad because you had to deal with the repercussions of such. The consequence was you were going to get physically assaulted. You did. You're mad because I am somebody that can and does uphold their word. He's mad because he doesn't understand the concept of that. Yeah. I said, at what point do you uphold your word? Your exact rebuttal, the last time when I told you what the boundary and the consequence was, you said, it'll never happen again, or I promise you won't. If it does happen again, you never have to speak to me. When the fuck do you actually uphold that? Because it's been like 1,000 times you've said that, and every time there's a reason why you still think you shouldn't have to uphold it. Like,
it's extreme. Like,
you're a 32-year-old man, 32 years old, and you don't understand the concept of boundaries, spatial awareness, not coming into and unlocking the bedroom door while somebody is sleeping with their child in that room. And then sleeping in the chair facing them all fucked up and creepy like. Oh, I don't know, maybe. And then when I wake up angry as fuck and very much feeling like totally violated. Yeah. That's the problem. My reaction is the problem. The concept of, or the clear definition of manipulation and narcissism is when somebody is very much definitively in the wrong, without a doubt. And instead of accepting their wrongdoing,
try and play the victim.
They attack your reaction to it. I just keep telling the dude point blank, I will never, ever, ever in my life apologize for my reaction to how he had me fucked up. My reaction would not be a problem if the problem was addressed to begin with. He sits there and victimizes himself over my reactions to him overstepping my boundaries. If you just upheld my boundaries in the first place, we wouldn't have these issues. My reaction would never be something that happened if you would just, not do these things. My thing is that he acts as if I'm asking him to change all of these things about him because they're like, I just want to change him and I'm the narcissist. What I'm asking you to stop doing, or what I'm asking you to change, is not out of the context of just human decency.
Well, he wants to frame it to you as if it forces a narrative as if you have some kind of relationship dynamic going on.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's telling me that I'm the problem. Why are you asking me to change me? Because I have self-respect, something you know nothing about, and I'm not going to allow you to destroy the work that I've done with myself. You literally are the toxicity in my life, and I refuse to allow it to impact me any further. It's been a whole year. I am still asking him to uphold the same boundaries that I was speaking on a year ago. a whole year and you've done nothing to change the fact that you're overstepping these exact same boundaries? Like, at what point do you just give the fuck up? Look, I've given you all the help that I can give you. I have to move the fuck along. Like, there was a point where he keeps saying like, oh, I need these things I need before I can actually see change. I literally, just to see what would happen, I upheld every single one of those bullet points. You need somebody to do all the work for you. Okay. I spent hours one night. I got on the computer with his and looked up his insurance, got on the phone with his insurance company, found clinics that worked in his network. Like, I did everything that he put on that list that he needed done. And then I went one step further and I covered my bases to ensure without a doubt there is not a single excuse he could possibly come up with as to why he could not do these things or follow through with them because it was blatantly going to be his fault. Well, what do you think happened? He got everything that he asked for on that list, and then he still was doing the same shit different day. I said, now you want somebody to like fucking coddle you and praise you for fucking existing. You want all these fucking you want these uplifting fucking text messages and shit. I said, bro, why don't you actually be somebody worth uplifting?
Yeah.
Like, you want somebody to treat you with respect and common decency? Be somebody worth that. Until then, I'm gonna be over here keeping it pushing.
Well, you talk to me like, oh, I see Brittany every day. Like, he's saying
no,
that.
You don't.
Well,
you stalk me every day.
Yeah.
You stalk me. My neighbors called my mom because you stalk our neighborhood. That's fucked up. The neighbors felt unsafe because you stalk our neighborhood. You were actively trying to create some kind of rapport with my neighbors. Told them that they had to watch out for me.
I'm
a Spitfire. Like, what? I've literally cut people for less, and I have burned things down for so much less. Like
if you were, it never would have gotten to this point if was aware of it. Like, if you were my sister, Jerry, shut your mouth, Jerry. It's just a neighbor. Shut up, Jerry. Some old guy pushing a water cooler. Stop it.
But like,
not your problem.
To have the audacity to like address Jerry. What's up, my bro?
Calm down,
What's
Jerry.
up, bro?
Chill out.
My thing is like, it's funny because I've asked people, like, because I actually wanted to know, like, have I done something to, like, have I done something that like could be taken as if I left an opening for like some kind of different relationship? You know what I mean? Like, is there something that
could have been misinterpreted?
Like, is there something that I'm doing that, is being misinterpreted or giving him like false hope or something? Because I'm very, 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 like, conscious about, and I hold myself accountable to that stuff. Like, if I've done something to, make you feel some way, that's my fault. Like, but I'm also, I make very sure that I do not ever do something to leave that door open. Like, I'm always very clear, very upfront. And I have said from the first time I ever met him, dude, we could be a bro, like we could be friends. There is never any chance. Hell is not far enough to where I will take this shit. If you ever try to cross that boundary. Like, the other day I told him point blank, karma is not coming to address you. God's busy. I'm here. I'm addressing shit today. And hell is not far enough to where I'm going to take this bullshit if you keep pushing me, because I'm going to end up in fucking prison. And it's just...
He probably would like you to be in prison, because then he can go and you can like know where you are. And like,
my thing is, how do you have somebody come to you, friend to friend, and say, dude, I'm dealing with so much in my life, I just can't. I support you, but I cannot be a part of your bullshit. I can't help you with your problems. Like it's, and I was trying to explain this to him. It is healthy to tell your friend, hey, I have so much going on in my life right now. I can't help you in the ways in which you need. I support you as a friend, but I have to do it from a distance because I need to focus on my life and what's going wrong in mine.
And he's not doesn't want to be friend. Like, it goes back to when he first learned of your existence, and he has this idea of a vulnerable chick with issues that he can manipulate, and
he thought that I was going to be this broken, disheveled fucking mess that he could just ship and shape and mold into whatever he wanted me to be.
Submit.
And I told him this before, and he even admitted it. I said, look, dude, I'm going to tell you point blank, and you can disagree or whatever, but I'm going to tell you the facts are the facts. Point blank, when you heard, when that person spoke about me and the shit that I was going through or that I've been through, you heard this chick that has never, had even a shred of love thrown her way by like just regular family members. Like, this chick hasn't had any love. This chick has not been respected. She has not had just basic decency towards her.
You just pray.
And so you thought that you could give all of these things that I'd never had before in my life or never been treated well. So you thought you could do all these things and I would just be like fucking swooning over you and like, and it was just going to mold me into whoever you wanted me to be.
I think he thought he could manipulate you into a corner to where you would submit and give in because you didn't.
He did. I said, but what's funny, Alex, is that you did not expect. I am not the fucking one. I grew a backbone full of steel. Yeah, I'm broken. Yeah, I'm fucked up. Yeah, I'm really sick in the head. But not for the reasons in which you think. The problem is that I might be all these things. And I might be this fucked up mess that went through all these things. But I've never once been a victim. I have always persevered. And I've never had anybody show me, love or shit like that. So it makes me uncomfortable. So like you constantly giving me compliments, dude. First of all, I don't want them. Number two, it makes me feel awkward. And number three, I don't need your fucking support. I don't need somebody to hold my hand through life. I don't need somebody to coddle me. If I have a problem or an issue, I am very aware of, or I'm very much able to address it. We are grown. I don't need to do the knit behind everybody's back. Let's speak about this like adults. First of all. Number two, it is fucking weird as a grown adult to be lying to people. It is weird in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's weird. Why are you lying? I'm not your parent.
Why is it about everything and stuff that there's no, like, it's
the stupidest shit.
Like, everyone knows when you get a bag of weed from, everyone knows. Everyone knows. It's very obvious. You pinch the bag and then you try and portray yourself as a good friend who doesn't need it to find it. Oh no, that's all you. That's all you. I'm good.
Look, the only way I'm giving somebody a finder's fee is if they do the driving.
I mean, I would give them a fine just because. I mean, but then
I'll break you off a nug for the for the hookup, but
knowing 100% that everyone knows very obviously that he pinches the bag every single time, and it's just the principle of that is right, like. But then when you try and offer him a nug, just as a even if it just going through the motions, he'll say, "Oh no, that's all you paid for that." You
right, but the thing is that he refuses to allow there to be an opportunity for you to ever get face to face with that person that brought the weed because
every single story every single time.
Yep, because me, I don't know how everybody else does business, but me personally, when I do business, my shit is always on point, Not short every single time. Right, it's not short ever. Like, so if it's short, I know that somebody took something. Or somebody did something. I answer my phone. I don't just show up whenever the fuck I want. Like there's just an order that you follow doing business like that. The fact of the matter is that he refuses to allow any possibility of you getting into even a remote distance of that person. Because if my bag comes up short, you best believe you get on the phone with them, because if you don't, I'm going to. I didn't pay for that shit. I want my shit on point. And if you're not going to address that person and the issue at hand, I will, because it's not your money that was paid. I paid that money.
You take it up with management.
Right. Like, I don't know how this whole purchase or this whole like sales thing works. for you, but if I pay for something, I'm expecting exactly what they're claiming it's going to be. Not something less, not anything else. I'm expecting exactly what I was told I'm getting for whatever price I'm paying.
Yeah.
That's like Target taking some of your spoons when you buy silverware. You told me I was going to have 4 spoons. I only got 2. Target has to come up with those 2 spoons.
By the thing that, like, knowing how he reacted when he first learned of your existence, when the little exchange about my ex-girlfriend, and when he says, "Oh, that the," like, he pretending like he does prank play dumb.
He said, I was connected with you. I felt connected to you even before I met you. If that's not like stalker, like, I don't know.
He saw you
like
as a
those
potential victim. Like,
yeah, it's like those people that cross eyes in the coffee shop, and that person has like a whole life, a whole relationship planned out with that person, and you didn't even know they existed.
Like a movie 1 hour. You say 1 hour photo.
Yes. Oh God. I don't know. It's just.
But I mean, I like knew immediately when I unblocked him after all of a sudden he's friends with Monet on Facebook, knowing her that she just accepts anyone sends a friend request.
Yeah.
And that then I immediately remember the thing where he first went. So he would have heard the same things about her more or less.
Yeah.
And German could have told him that she's like she's hot, whatever. And I raised her daughter with her as my own for like 2 straight years, and like because of drug issues, like she lost her daughter, and then she got her back. She's done. I'm really proud of her.
But like I told Alex with that whole situation, I said, look, that situation does not involve me. It involves you and Marty. I don't need to get into it. I don't want to get into it. All I'm saying, dude, is that all he asked you as a friend was, hey, that's my ex-girlfriend. I don't know if you knew that.
I do know that.
Well,
I didn't tell him that yet.
I said, all he did was ask you as a friend, hey, could you just delete her off that? I don't feel comfortable. That's my ex-girlfriend. You know, I helped her raise her daughter. I don't feel comfortable having you guys interact. That you don't owe him any other explanation than that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is
to be
what
fair,
friend?
I didn't put it to him that way.
Right, but what friend just being asked how? It's not that big of an issue. He literally could have just deleted. This is my problem, point blank, with Alex. He's so focused on what you did or how you reacted, when in all reality, at what point do you address the fact that you could have simply just deleted her off your Facebook?
She had already blocked him.
Right. You're claiming it's not a huge deal. Well, then what was the big deal about you just deleting it? And then none of the other issues would have happened. You're addressing all of these things that played out after you just simply didn't do what you could. It was so simple for you just to delete her. It's not like you talked to her. It's not like you liked her. It's not, you didn't even know her.
Well,
why was it an issue for you to just delete her?
This is the way I put it to him because I was playing dumb to.
Well, no.
Yeah, but
I get it.
But like when it, because he did it right after I checked him, told him to just stop talking to you and then leave her alone. And you just stop fucking talking to her, leave her alone.
And coincident or not, you could have just deleted her. The fact that you were.
Well, yeah, but this was way later. When what you're talking about was like probably a month or 2 after. When I first learned of it, my head goes, he's being discouraged from seeing you as a potential victim. So then he's seeing another like backup plan. At that point, I'm
yeah, because remember I told you he was on all those dating websites.
Yeah. So if he were to encroach into her, I'm already calculating like how to best like do away with him as a living organism. If he were to do that, and honestly, like it sounds like you can call the police, but like first of all, he has no property. No one's gonna miss him. Honestly, like his brother and sister would probably feel sad, but like
I'll tell you what my ex told me. A restraining order or an order of protection is merely a piece of paper until somebody shows up to enforce it.
Yeah, an order of protection is a very useful thing, and then these type of I don't really see it coming to play with Alex.
But it's not going to stop anybody. If somebody's going to come and do some
but
shit.
Also, if you set it up with the expectation that the person's going to come, and then would they come within a quarter mile, boom, like
right. But you got to make it until somebody's there to enforce it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You still got to survive long enough for them to get there and catch you. And you know.
No, you're right. Like
I mean, it's just a piece of paper.
But if you have the plan in place to have the
Well,
defense,
right. No, I get it.
it would usually have to involve the element of surprise or like whatever the tactical preparations. But
I mean,
like,
it just speaks volumes of Alex's character. The fact that like because I stood on the consequences of you stepping over my boundary, I upheld exactly what I told you would happen. You threatened to call the police. Now you're going to hold that over my head? Motherfucker, let me tell you, I've been to jail before. I'll do it again, and I got time to sit.
I
I'll
don't know
make
if it gets
arrangements.
how much like respect. I didn't really have respect from the begin with, but how much of a knock on potential respect it is for just the fact that he said he was going to call the cops.
Right, and I said, dude, I wish you would call the police. I wish you would, because when they ask me why I physically assaulted you, I'm gonna tell them. Then we both going down. Now what? I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
And I said, and the only reason you didn't call the police is because they would tell you to get a restraining order against me.
Yeah,
and
yeah. And they wouldn't. They would be annoyed.
You can't have that.
And now they're not gonna like him. Like no one's gonna like. No one likes that. Like just with how he
Right,
is.
but the thing is, like, how sad is it that like you're fishing for me to feel sorry for upholding a boundary of mine, and you just not willing to deal with the consequences of not upholding my boundary.
Well, German is the one person that he can like feel like he can punch down at. Like proverbially speaking, like how he would say, when I said like me and Dino are just gonna go find when Dino was gonna come into town, we're just gonna go find him, beat his ass. Before he got more organizationally involved, but he tells German, oh, why does he need two people? And it's like I don't, but for one thing, I have it on good authority that he bites when he's confronted physically. And the second point, I'm not challenging you to a duel because you insulted my honor, like the way that you're implying it, that implying like the subtext that you're a piece of property that it's some kind of beef that like.
Well, him and that other person used to literally. I saw the text exchange. They absolutely treated me, and they spoke on it. The fact that they were treating me as if I was a piece of property.
Oh,
like they both acknowledged and spoke on treating me like a piece of property. Like, I don't know why everybody thinks that I'm like this fucking Care Bear. I'm a Tasmanian devil. Like, I'll rip your fucking face off. I do not need any of you to fight for me. I am 100% capable of doing substantial damage on my own. Like, And I said, dude, the thing is that you want somebody that's going to coddle you. I had nobody to coddle me in my life. I've been pulling myself out of dark hole since I was 6 years old. This shit don't phase me. And let me tell you, I've never had somebody coddle me. I'm not capable of coddling somebody else. But like, I don't know. I've tried to like explain it to him. Like, dude, the fact that you don't understand the mental damage that you've done.
And that's like a form of raping. Right? Like you obviously can't be charged for rape, but like that's the same.
But right, it's
a different plane.
It is severe psychological and mental abuse.
Yeah.
And the fact that my son has had to watch all of this happen.
Yeah.
And like,
and I can relate to that on some level to Daniel too. That's another like layer that aggravates it for me. I mean, I love my mom, but there are times when I was a kid when it was,
and as a parent, you don't always think about that. Like, they're watching you break, and just how damaging it is to them because they can't protect you from that fuckery.
Yeah.
And like, the fact that my son has had to speak up and tell me point blank, like, I don't want this man around. I don't like him. This, that, and the third. Do you really think I'm going to not uphold my son and his feelings? I said, and like, what bothers me is that he says he won't admit to like having like a crush on me. How much worse is this, Marty? I wish he would just admit that he likes me more than a friend, because this is so much more fucked up, and it literally it bothers me. He says it's the mommy complex. Because I'm a good mom and he has mommy issues for being fucking adopted. That's why he's so like fixated on me. I said, get out of my vehicle. Yeah. Get out of my vehicle.
I mean,
that is so fucked up.
I'm sure that is like a large element of his psycho, but that doesn't
if you diagnose it, then you recognize them that it's a toxic thing, and but that doesn't justify it. Like it's like
right. I said, dude,
then he obviously wants to be
accountability
with you,
includes change, something you don't have. So you
Mm.
cannot take full accountability for shit
You
because
did-
you're not. Oh, look at this.
Cancer. Cancer.
Hello. What?
Are you busy?
Why?
I thought. Oh, I just thought you were planning to. I guess we didn't have the plan technically.
Planning to what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring me to the store.
Who in the fuck ever said they were bringing you to the fucking store?
Wait, you just said you would. Wait, I don't. Whoa, wait. But first of all, I don't need to go to the store anymore. That's not what this is about. I was
Okay.
calling you to actually tell you I didn't need to go to the store. Wait,
I don't know why
you-
you're calling me at all to tell me you don't need to go to the store because I told you.
Wait. You don't have to walk. I will give you a ride for fuck's sake.
Because you were at Telecris. Having to walk like 10 miles
that's what you
home.
meant? Oh, that's what you meant.
You are fucking insane, dude.
Wait, what are you tripping about? I'm not even mad. Shut up. I'm just trying to talk to you about getting you this fucking money.
No.
Are you serious?
Look, it literally says.
Wait, what? I'm reading it right now.
It says, I have to walk home, or I have to walk so far because you were supposed to pay me for dropping your ass off there. Well, then you obviously didn't get money. And you said,
yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, look at that. He said,
well, no. I'm
yep,
just saying, I didn't.
You said, now I gotta get home. You said, my heart rate jumped to 109. I did a whole ass guided meditation. Then it went up to 110. Now I gotta somehow get home and then go to Cub and return some shit to get you gas money. I don't know what the fuck the problem is. I was perfectly fine. Blah, 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 blah. And you said, where are you? Where are you so I can give you this money ASAP? I'm on my way home. I got to walk a long way to return some stuff when I get home. This is bullshit. I said,
well, yeah.
You said, do you need gas or do you prefer cash? I said,
Either is fine.
I don't care. Either is fine. You don't have to walk. I will give you a ride for fuck's sakes. I can't just drop everything the fucking moment that you need something.
Right. I didn't ask you to.
You did. The 5 phone calls in between that 3-minute text would say otherwise.
Well, I was trying to get an answer if you needed, because I could have got you a gas card, or it would have taken me a little bit longer to get you cash. That's why I said that.
Well, normally,
I thought.
I'm just putting this out there. Normally, when somebody doesn't answer the call, they're busy.
No, I understand.
So, I mean, and any other person would not call the other 4 times.
Correct. I wanted to get you this money as soon as possible.
What does that have to do with you calling me when you knew I was busy?
Because I had the opportunity to get you that money at that time, and I needed to know, I didn't want to get you a gas card if you.
But listen, you're not listening to me. You can't listen when you're talking. Obviously, I was busy. I stated that I was busy.
That's fine.
And when I didn't answer the first call, take the hint. Don't call the other 4 times. Just because you needed to know something does not mean that I'm not still busy and unable to answer the call.
All right. It was just.
We talk about this all the time, though. Just because you need to get an answer, or you need me to do something, or you need my response in that moment, does not mean or take away from the fact that I am busy in that moment and cannot answer.
All right. I get it.
So there's no rebuttal. I'm telling you point blank. Just because you need something in that moment does not take away from the fact that I was busy and unable to answer the call.
I know. I get that.
You clearly don't. You don't get it, though. You clearly don't.
Well, it's just that if I didn't get in contact with you at that time, I would
Which you didn't still.
Opportunity. What?
What does that have to do with the fact that I was busy and unable to answer the phone?
Wait, I didn't like harass you over it. I
You
said
called me
no
5
rush.
times and sent me 7 messages.
Well, yeah, when I had the opportunity to like fix what I like needed to fix.
It was a
what-
6-minute period.
That's what I'm saying. It was urgent. I get that. But look at the next message I said. I just
But
got home. I'm in no rush.
It's like talking to a brick wall.
Well, no, I get what you're saying. But when you're busy, I gotta stop calling and take the hint. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna try as hard as I can while I have the opportunity.
No,
But
I'm asking you not to.
okay, I will.
Like, this is like the 9th time in the past week that we've had that discussion. Just because what don't you understand? I'm asking you to stop incessantly calling and texting when I'm busy.
I will.
No, you won't, because you've said that 9 times in the past week.
This was like completely different though. This was.
I don't care. It's always this time is completely different. Like, you literally blow my phone up just to the point that it dies. And the worst part is you do it always when I tell you that I'm busy. Always. Anytime I tell you that I'm busy.
I get it. I will not do that. I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to be able to pay you.
I still didn't answer though.
I understand. That's why when I got home, I said, I thought you were going to give me like a ride. I thought that's what that meant.
Hell no.
That's why I said I'm in no rush.
No, I'm not giving you the ride. I meant I would give you a ride back from Telecris if you were going to be walking the like 10 fucking miles.
Well, I'm gonna have to be walking with something like heavy now to the store.
That sounds like a you problem, not me.
Well, I just thought, oh my god.
I have shit to do. I'm not. Okay, I need you to understand this.
No,
like really
wait.
No, literally, I need you to understand this. My fucking forehead does not say Uber.
No shit. This whole phone call was to tell you I don't need the ride. I don't need to go to a store, but I need you to do one thing so we can both get our money.
No.
Can you do? It's so simple. It's so simple.
It's never simple.
It's me sending $6 to you because the Legends thing. It was
not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell.
Okay, then I don't have any money to give you. Like, this is the money I have to give you. That I'm trying to get.
That's pretty fucked up then. I'm just saying, like, you don't get. Look, if this was Uber would never let you out of the vehicle until you fucking pay them.
So can I?
Like, as a friend, the friend part is me allowing you to get out of the vehicle without paying me.
So let me send you $6 from this fucking guy. You buy $6 on your Legends account.
Why do you always gotta do something shady?
What is it? What is shady? What are you talking about? This is not shady. What's it? So the money that he's sent me for other referrals is fake money? Like, what do you like? I just wanted to be able to fucking pay you.
I feel like I am owed more money because this whole referral thing. No, shut the fuck up. You cannot listen when you're talking.
Well, you can.
Can you understand the concept? You cannot listen when you're talking.
Yeah, you can talk a little nicer though.
You could be not so fucking ignorant and stupid too.
Dude, I'm trying to give you money right now.
You owe me that money.
You realize you're making money from this $6. That's your $6, right? It's
right. That's also my money that you owe me.
I owe you $20 fucking dollars.
You owe me even more money because this whole referral thing has taken so much fucking bullshit.
You still have that 10 on there? Like what?
No, I don't.
I didn't get any money from this. I didn't get anything from this.
I don't give a fuck. You're the one asking me to do it. Yeah, I got all I received from this whole fucking process is bullshit, drama, and having to deal with you. All things that are, yeah.
You literally are the only one who's benefited from this. I haven't benefited. I didn't get $20. I don't understand. You're getting $36 plus the 20, or in total you're getting $36 from this Legends thing, plus the 20 I'm giving you for gas. Like, what are you not benefiting from by doing this?
I don't know, the drama, the bullshit, the amount of energy, effort, and stress that this whole thing has consumed.
Tom, I'll give you $30.
Didn't have to be like this though. We had a miscommunication.
No. Let's speak on it. Let's call it for what it is. There was no miscommunication. There was you saying, hey, you can get $40 signing up for this fucking gambling site. It's free money. I'll split it with you. I'll give you 20. I'll get 20. It's free money. It's super simple. Nothing in that said, you need to tell me. You basically did not tell me half of the steps. So when I signed up, it completely didn't work. Like, it's all this extra drama because you did not give me all of the information to begin with. If you would have just given me all of the information to begin with, none of this would be an issue. But instead, you tried to bait me into continuing on a conversation. Instead of giving me the information all in one, you tried to bait me into prolonging the conversation, only gave me half of the info I needed. Now you're mad at me because you missed out on your side of the $20, which in all reality, because of all of this bullshit and stress, I should receive that whole 40. To be quite honest with you, because all of this has been nothing but bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that $10 or that $6 because the only way you would receive why should I? The only way you're going to receive the referral bonus for that 40 is if I spent that $16. Therefore, why should I give a fuck about you having to pay for it?
Because you're still getting the $16.
Right. Which is rightfully so because you want me to do the referral bonus.
Well, yeah.
So you should be paying that $16. I don't want to gamble.
I am paying that $16.
But when you receive that $20, that should be mine too. Because this has been nothing but bullshit and drama. The fact that you for days incessantly berated me over me not allowing you to have my login information to go on the site after you told me to do XYZ. I did all of those steps. It didn't do what you needed it to do. So you berated me over me not giving you my login information after I told you that I was not comfortable giving that to you. I don't care. I don't care if I can change my password. I don't care about any of that. I told you I'm not comfortable with it. And instead of just accepting that, you berated me for days, hundreds of messages, tons of calls, so much stress. Like,
you gotta understand. I thought I was gonna have a lot more money this month than I do.
I don't give a flying fuck. That does not excuse the treatment. That does not excuse the way you did all that. None of that. It does not excuse any of it, and it's not okay. It's not acceptable. I'm not talking about any other money. I'm not talking about anything except for the situation at hand.
Right. I get that. And I shouldn't have kept asking you. I completely agree.
But that's the problem. You constantly agree. You constantly acknowledge that you should not have done what you did, but you do it again all the time, and it bothers me.
Because I need money. I don't have any fucking money. You gotta understand, whoever scammed your card really fucked us both.
No, I'm not speaking about any other issues. I'm speaking about this issue. I'm not speaking about anything else but the issue we're talking about right now. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. None of the other stuff matters. I'm talking about this issue right here. You told me this was going to be a very simple thing. It is not simple whatsoever.
You're damn right. That's for sure.
Which is bullshit.
I already made it very clear to this guy that
I don't care. I'm making it clear to you because you're the one that got me into this fuckery.
What fuckery? You're getting free money.
You have berated me for days on end. You have caused so much drama and bullshit and stress over this stupid little sign-up thing. I'm telling you, that is not acceptable. That's not how you treat people. You berated me and said all kinds of things for days. And you're just completely dismissing that. I don't care if it's free money or not. It's free money for you too. But the fact of the matter is that you told me this was going to be very simple. It has not been anything but a complete fucking disaster.
And I get that. And if you would have just told me you were
No,
that night,
no.
Yeah.
Nope. See,
told
look,
you earlier.
this is your narcissistic manipulation. The fact that you are not taking accountability for not giving me all of the information necessary in the first place. You only gave me half of the information, and then expected me to read your fucking mind and call you and tell you, "Hey, I signed up." Da 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 da. That's not what you said. If you would have told me, "Hey, just let me know if you're going to sign up so I can tell you the next steps in the process," all of this could have been avoided. But you didn't. You didn't say any of that.
Well, because when you
no. There's no rebuttal. You should have said that. You should have given me that information. And all of this could have been avoided. The fact that you won't take that ownership is crazy to me.
It's not that I already took ownership.
No, you haven't. No, I don't. No. Point blank. If you would have given me all of the information in the first place, none of this would be an issue.
Here's my rebuttal.
I'm not going to take your rebuttal. The fact is the fact. If you would have given me that information to begin with, this wouldn't be an issue anymore. All of that could have been avoided. I don't care if you would have just called me. You should have stated I needed to.
I just figured that if you had said anything
your assumption. It doesn't matter if my response was "that's dumb." No. You should, when you sent that and said, "Sign up for this thing," da 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 da, all you had to say was, "If you're going to sign up, call me and I'll give you the next steps." Everything would have been avoided by that.
Well,
no. It is literally clear cut. If you would have given that information, everything else would have been avoided. I did not know I needed to call you and let you know.
Well, when I say I'm splitting my commission with you to do you a favor,
right? I would
going through me.
Right. So why would I not expect that when I sign up, your money will be that $40 will hit your account. You'll see it and send me that $20. Any normal person would assume that.
Because you said it was dumb, so I figured.
Big deal. What does that have to do with you telling me to sign up and making it seem like it's your referral? Therefore, the money, if I sign up, you will be given the referral right away. Then you would have, I assume, and anyone else would assume that when I signed up, you would be given that $40 referral bonus. And when you see that, you would just give me the $20.
If I knew that you were like even considering it, I would have explained the rest of the steps. But you have to understand,
you should have just told me there were other steps to begin with. That is your lack of self-awareness. You absolutely should have given me some connotation that I needed to call you if I signed up.
So you could have just, I could have.
No, you take that.
You would have said the same thing, wouldn't you?
Said what?
Like I would have spent more time typing that out, and then you would have said that's
all dumb. You had to say was, if you're going to sign up, call me and I'll give you the next steps. What is so fucking hard about that?
Well, normally I would have said that, but you shut it down.
It doesn't. How did I shut it down? All I said was "that's dumb."
Well, that's a pretty clear note,
no, it's.
Well, why would you want to do something that you think is dumb? I figured you wanted nothing to do with it.
Okay, well, your assumptions are the problem.
Right. And you got to realize this.
No,
this is me
you have to shut the fuck up and just understand. It absolutely falls on you. You should have let me know that there were further steps. No, it is as simple as that. It is that fucking simple. All I said was that's dumb.
I didn't want to like just push you any further with the idea. If you said I for once like left it
Why?
alone at
Look,
the first.
you're making all of these excuses. All you had to say simply was, if you decide to sign up, give me a call and I'll give you the further information. It is literally that simple, and it would have prevented all of these other issues. Literally.
Okay.
And instead of
Okay.
accepting that factor, because if there are other steps, why would you not let somebody know? All you simply had to do was say that you needed to be informed about the sign up. Instead, you just sent the link and did not say anything about having to let you know. Why would I not assume, when you are claiming that it is your referral, why would I not assume that it works in the standard format of, when I sign up, that $40 referral bonus will hit your account and you'll just throw me that 20? Because in any standard form, that would be the case. Somebody signs up, your account gets hit with the $40 referral bonus, and you go from there. So why would I not assume that it's going to be in a regular format? Because it claimed it, because you stated when you sent that link, that's as easy as it was. All you have to do is sign up with this referral code, and I'll get the $40, you'll get half.
And
Which was not the case.
Well, I said you would get the money tonight. And
Right.
If you saw that, why wouldn't you have just, when
Why?
you signed up, just
Because
let me know?
why would I? In any standard format, when you sign up with their referral bonus, they'll just automatically get the referral bonus. There was no indication that that's not how it would work.
Right, but there was no indication that I even, like, you wanted to hear further information. But I get it.
No,
You're right,
Alex,
you're right.
why would I need to hear any further information? You claimed that's all I had to do. You never said there was anything further to do.
Yeah, but
You, in the text, it literally said, sign up for this these are the exact words. Sign up using this referral link right here, and I'll get a $40 referral bonus, and I'll throw you 20. So why would I even think for a second that there's any further steps, dude?
Because I'm not just gonna get $40, like,
in any standard form.
Website.
Yeah, that's exactly what you claim. But that's not what you said.
I just didn't get a chance to explain everything. I should have put it in one message.
You should have just told me that there was further steps and to call you.
Right.
It is literally that simple. Because all you said, word for word, in the text is, use this link, sign up for this referral bonus, or sign up using this referral, and I will get $40, and I'll split it with you and give you 20. That's all you said. You said it was literally that simple. So why would I ever believe that it was not that simple? Because in any other, in any standard form, it is literally exactly that simple. When somebody uses your referral bonus or your referral code and they sign up, your account will automatically get the money. That's literally standard.
Where do you see that, like, for free though? Like, people have to make a purchase for that to happen. That's what I was trying to explain, and I didn't.
But you didn't. You literally said word for word in the message. It literally states, all you have to do. This is word for word, Alex. All you have to do is sign up. It's that simple. And I get a referral bonus, and I'll throw you half of it. Where in that does it say you have to make a purchase? It literally says, it says word for word, it's as easy as signing up.
Right.
So why would I believe that I had to make a purchase, or that it would not be that easy?
But you did. That would have been the next thing I said. I promise you, I would have said.
But
that
it literally says, all I have to do is sign up. It's that simple.
It is that simple. And I send you $10 and you just buy a $10 package. That was all the steps that I had after that.
But but you're missing the point. Then why does it say word for word, all you have to do is sign up? It's that simple. You only have to sign up and then I get the referral bonus. That's clearly not the case. You literally did not say anything about having to buy something. You said anything about it. Like, and the fact that this argument is ensuing, the fact that this whole situation has caused this long of an argument is insane.
It's not an argument.
Do you understand how much energy this wastes?
You understand that you're like, I'm not benefiting, like you're getting free money.
I don't give a fuck if you benefit or not. I really don't.
Just for your benefit.
Do you understand how is this my benefit? It has literally caused all of this drama. We've now had a 20-minute discussion about the fact that if you would have given all of the information to begin with, this would not be the case.
Right. And if you had told me you signed up the night you signed up,
no,
I would have given you.
See, I mean, it's like talking to a really, 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 really ignorant brick wall.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because the problem is not the fact that I did not call you and tell you I signed up. The problem is the fact that you didn't tell me that I needed to because there was further steps.
Correct. But
no, there's no but. There is no but. If you claim that it's that easy just to sign up, I had already told you that I was busy. So when I did have a moment, I did sign up. There was no indication that I needed to inform you that I did. I figured because in any standard form, because reading this word for word, it simply states, all you have to do is sign up. Yeah. It's that easy. And I get a $40 referral bonus and I'll split it with you for $20. So why would I believe that there was going to be any kind of extra steps or I needed to make a purchase or that I needed to inform you? It says word for word, it's that easy. Just sign up.
And if you showed any sort of interest in
No. It says all I have to do is sign up. It doesn't, I don't have to tell you that if it's that simple.
Do you think on a...
I'm going to hang up right now because I cannot talk to you about this. It's so fucking dumb. Like the ignorance in you is literally fueling the fire within me.
This is what I need from you.
I'm not doing it. I need for you to stay off of my phone because I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
Well, I'm just trying to get you your money.
I already have my money.
We already settled this.
I already have my money. You're trying to get your money. I had my money.
Wait, what?
I got my $20.
How? I didn't give you any money.
Right, you did not for today.
No, I'm trying to get you the money for today. That's what this is.
But see listen, the problem with that is
nothing.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
There is a problem. You owe me that $20 because you're
getting $6 extra bucks.
You're so fucking dumb. It's a problem because I am not going to have to do anything for you to get me the money that you owe me because I just gave you a ride. I am not. Listen. The problem that I have is the fact that you told me that you would give me, gas money for giving you that ride.
Yeah.
I gave you that ride. And however you get me the money, however you obtain the gas money for that ride is on you and only you. It is not my problem. It is not my responsibility. It is not my issue.
Well, you see,
but
what you're saying is ridiculous.
No, how is that ridiculous? However however you get the money, why is it my obligation or my responsibility to get myself the gas money that you owe me?
Why are you like
that's like calling Uber and telling them they're responsible for you getting the $20 for your ride.
So you would rather get $6 less for not clicking a button. You click one button. You're getting extra money. Why would you want me to just go find the money elsewhere where I don't have a way?
Because it's not my responsibility. I have shit to do.
It's not a responsibility. You're getting extra money. It's a fucking neighbor. Like, if anything, you should be happy about this. Like, you're getting an extra.
I'm just hanging up the phone. The stupidity in this.
Was that conversation worth $6 or you?
I don't give a fuck. The problem is the fact that you told me to sign up for this thing and you get $40 for free. I really want to know, am I wrong in that?
No.
Like the literal word for word text said, all you have to do, it is as simple as using my referral code or this referral link, and I'll get $40 and then I'll throw 20 to you. Cool, let's make some $20.
And so it's a ploy to
right, but when I signed up, like all you simply had to do was tell me, hey, if you're interested, let me know because there's other steps.
Yeah.
All of this could have been avoided because I signed up. He didn't get the referral bonus because you have to make a purchase.
Yeah, I mean, all he does is shady shit. Like,
right.
Shady. Like,
my thing is like, everything could have been avoided if you would just have told me to call you. Why, if you're claiming it is your word for word, all it says is just sign up. It doesn't say anything that there are further steps.
Yeah.
Like, am I wrong for that? Like,
no. He's trying to.
Why would I think that it's any?
You on like trying to.
Like the regular, like the standard format for this to happen would be when that person signs up, you're just instantly going to get that $40. And when you see that $40, you're gonna be like, oh shit, cool, she signed up. Here's a 20.
Yeah, he's trying to hustle, and then as a secondary motive, but it's obviously trying to bait you into interacting with him.
For 3 fucking days. 3 fucking days. He fucking berated me with hundreds of calls and texts, telling me what an asshole friend I am, how fucked up I am, how ridiculous this is, that I won't give him my login information. What?
Why did he want your login information then?
Because he wanted to check something on the site to make sure or to see why, to understand why he didn't get the referral bonus. Well, so now you're telling me it was a $16 purchase that I had to make, not a $10 one. Mind you, if you're telling me, if you're asking me to do this, hell yeah, you should be the one giving me the money to make that purchase. And it's not going to come out of the money that you're offering me for the referral. It says it's that simple. Just sign up. Had I known that there was all of these extra processes, I would have never done it.
Yeah. And he's probably trying to get your login information so he can like try and
he wants to gamble on that site under me.
Well, yeah, that too. But he's probably like trying to, if you give him a password, maybe that's something along the lines of use a password, you can hack into your shit too, is another motive.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
It's like when he had my phone hostage that one night without, he tried to
and then my phone acted. He had my phone that night, acted like he didn't know where it was, and then we caught him with it, and then my phone was acting funny.
Yeah, he was trying to hack into my phone, and I don't think he was trying to steal my phone, or he was trying to see what me and you were.
It's just fucked up, and it's like, instead of just, and now it's caused this big issue, and like he does this every single time. He'll ask for a ride and say, so like he went to go donate plasma. Well, his heart rate didn't work, so he couldn't donate. Instead, now he's trying to tell me that I needed to drive him to Hy-Vee so he could return something so that he can give me the money. No, I don't. He's, well, if you want your money, that's how it's going to go.
You should be happy.
Why should I be happy? However you obtain that $20 when you owe somebody that money for a ride, however you get it is on you. That is not my responsibility. Now I have to give you another ride just to get the money that I'm rightfully owed.
And I would guess
like, I have shit to do.
Rather pay the $6 to $20 just to not have to deal with what you had to deal with.
And I was like, dude, my problem is the fact that I have shit to do. I'm not going to put my stuff on hold because now I have to give you a second ride and deal with this bullshit. And from that extra ride, you're going to ask me to hang out. I'm going to say no, like I do every single day. Then you're going to fucking victimize yourself. You're going to try to guilt trip me. I'm probably going to push you out of my moving car for a second time this week. I'm not above it. I have burned shit down for less, motherfucker. Like, the amount of just stress and bullshit is ridiculous. And I said, do you I said, you are literally the most disgusting, narcissistic person I've ever met. You have no idea what the word no means.
Mm.
It is like a fucking, it's a challenge to you, an open fucking challenge.
Yeah.
And it's just disgusting. Like the fact that he gets so, like, the worst part about saying no to Alex is the fact that you are going to receive hundreds of calls, texts, all this bullshit because of it. Like, and his answer to calling and texting incessantly when I won't answer is, why didn't you just turn your phone off? Why didn't you put your phone? Why didn't you just turn the ringer off?
Why don't you turn your phone off?
Why I should not have to turn my phone off or turn my ringer off just because you won't stop calling and texting when I'm busy. And it absolutely gets people that, like, when I was with my sister, I told him like prior to being with my sister, I said, hey, I'm on my way to my sister's. I'll call you when I'm done. He called and texted the entire fucking time, to the point where my sister got irritated with me because my fucking phone would not stop going off. And then she was trying to Google something on my phone and he just wouldn't fucking get the hint. And I was like, she's upset with me because what you did. And he's like, well, you should just turn your phone off. How is the audacity in that? Why couldn't you just take the hint?
Yeah.
Obviously, if I didn't answer the first 37 times,
not see that he's like you were just gonna notice, and then you're gonna be on the spot like, oh, I better. Oh, it's Alex. I gotta. Yeah, I better.
Well, right. My thing is, like, he does this every single night. I told him point blank, don't call me after 10 p.m.
Oh, you don't call me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, what's up, man? I went back on there and noticed you guys are still alive. Was that crowd that owes her like $20?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys need some cash. I got you.
Oh my God, I adore you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you were still live. You're live right now too. So
That's just fucking insane.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it. I'm like, what the hell? And then I was like, that must have been him because he sounds like the same shit he was saying like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's what's funny. Like, it. However you get that money, you told me you asked me for a favor. The favor was me giving you a ride.
All bullshit.
Fundamental. All I've ever asked is, I said, look, I just always have to have gas money because Alex has caused me to run out of gas with my son in the vehicle multiple times. I had to walk 7 miles to the gas station.
And it's like the main thing is like it's all bait to get you to take the bait to interact with him and force coerce you into.
It's all about his mission. Like it's the only thing he ever cares about is the same thing every day. He doesn't give a shit about it.
It's his entire life. His entire life. Like
it's crazy. But you're absolutely right about that password thing.
Yeah. That's
I wasn't thinking about that.
I guarantee you. Even if you know it's not the same password, he'll have it logged, and then.
But now he'll have a very. Let's see. That'll just start. He'll just try like tons of variations.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Playing Battlefield.
Because once he gets that first password,
right.
he'll know what to base.
Something real quick, man.
And he'll know what to base his other guesses off of.
Oh yeah. Alex being a creep, trying to hack into shit with all these ulterior motives on the connected to the secondary ulterior motives that are all linked back to the primary ulterior motive.
I heard a little bit of it earlier, like at the beginning. I've been going back and forth, so I'm homeschooling Grace, but where he tried to get her to sell herself, and then I commented that the only thing I would sell is my soul. Yeah, I've been kind of listening to you guys from the beginning.
I mean, the primary motive at the end of the day is just he's trying to be rapey, like, and then it's like with extra steps or whether it's mentally or emotionally, like he's just being. It's beyond. It's not even sad or pitiful. It's just disgusting.
Sociopathic behavior.
Yeah. Just pure sociopathic.
It's mentally disturbing behavior. Based off of everything that I've heard.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he cut himself?
I remember you telling me about it.
So he thought that he was going to gain some kind of sympathy from me. I cut myself, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I don't feel bad. I used to play checkers with knives on my skin and draw whole entire chessboards. And so he shows me, he's like, oh, it's so bad. You dragged a fucking paper clip across your skin. So I took my knife out and I cut him for real. I said, next time you do it right.
Nice.
Then I had to give him stitches.
Yeah. You didn't have to. It was just. Nice.
I enjoyed every minute of it. But it's
Yeah,
just,
it was just probably getting some kind of sick pleasure from it.
Him? I don't know.
Crap.
I mean, I got the sick pleasure from like watching somebody in pain. I mean, he passed out, but
Huh?
it's just dumb. Like, why did you think cutting yourself was going to make somebody like feel bad for you? Are we supposed to when people do that?
I don't know. I can't relate.
I feel like he has literally tried every single tactic and just will not accept the fact that, like, first of all, not only do I have not any kind of even remotely I almost threw up. I have no like actual romantic feelings for him.
Oh, I'll be.
I don't even have any kind of feelings. Like, I am a blank piece of paper. Like, I just don't have feelings in general. So, like, the fact that you assumed or even like had even this crazy figmented imagination that I would have feelings for you or for anything is crazy.
And
But then I mean, when you've tried literally every single plausible way in your own mind, like, when do you like just take the hint? Or it's not even the hint.
Enforcement.
It is, when do you just accept somebody's bold, very clear statement?
That's the thing, like with the people I'm like, I mean, it's not unless you like object to it and step up the like an operation to. It's not gonna be people are gonna go and beat his ass. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 dudes are gonna like basically surround him unexpectedly and sit him down and tell him this ends now, and if it doesn't, then we'll be back, kind of thing, and like put the fear of God into him, and then like it's done, like over with, no like an actual no contact in the street, the real fucking reality, not just not relying on police or the state.
Well, yeah, because the police won't give me a no contact order because
they don't give a fuck for one thing.
Well, no, because he hasn't said. They said in all reality, looking through the messages, if anybody was getting a no contact order, it would be him, because I'm the only one that threatens violence. And I said, "Oh, I don't care. I mean, grant him one. Grant him one.
Mm-hmm.
I will gladly stay away, but because that will also require him to stay away.
Yeah, but he would have to apply for it.
Right, and that's what he said. And the guy was like, this police officer was literally laughing, like, and I was like, dude, this is literally, and he agreed, this is exactly how women end up dead, and they end up hurt because the state can't step in until they do something violent, and he is the exact, like, he is the blatant poster child for
doing something like cutting himself and you guys aren't even together. And that's like something that girls leave that you've been with for years, or guys, whatever, that you've been with for years, when they're trying anything they can to hold on, like, oh, I'm going to kill myself. Like, and you guys aren't even together and he's doing that, then that's like scary, disturbing.
Dino, we've never been together. I from the moment I've met him, I clearly, very clearly stated, we are only friends. We are bros. There will never be anything more. I don't like you. I never have. I have never said anything other than that. Like, we've never been together. There's never even been a possibility of that. That's what scares me.
And
is you're acting this way, and we've never even had a inclination of being together.
And when Alex learned of Brittany's existence from our other mutual person, not gonna name him, but Alex is giddy and like, oh, it's attractive female with issues that's vulnerable, and I could, like, he didn't word it that way, but he's all excited, like, oh, let me look, what's her name? And go look. So then that's what his mindset was from the beginning. And then when I didn't threaten violence the first time, but it was just he didn't see it. I don't think he saw it coming. He was just hanging all over Brittany, just harassing her in person, and I'm just like, Alex, stop talking to her. Just shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Stop enunciating words. Just leave her alone. Stop fucking talking to her. And then I sent him a message on, would you give me a ride? He backed down right away, like he always would. And just he circled back like once or twice, just reiterating, all I do, trying to play the victim. And I just told him to shut the fuck up and go to his room.
Mind you, all that's going on in front of my son.
Yeah, that too. And then, but then I blocked him for a week after sending him a message telling him just to leave her the fuck alone. And then he adds Monet in the time being. Who we would have heard have a similar narrative in his head about. I knew exactly how he'd try and play it. That he tried to say that she was just under suggested friends, and they're no mutual friends, especially after I blocked them. So I would have been the only one, and I played off like, oh yeah, that's what I figured, no big deal. But I logged that in my head, and then we have a little conversation later on where he says some shit. Like it came up to where like the thing happened with Monet, where there was like the violent climax of the violence that happened with her towards me at Jason's apartment, and he says like, oh, and he's like, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, these native girls are firecrackers, man, for real. And I just didn't reply to that, but that was just like really like, and then yeah, that was pretty upsetting. Just all the implications and him giving himself away in ways that I don't think he was aware of that he was doing. But like it was not a fun fucking experience. And Monet's like grown up a lot, and I'm proud of her. Like she's doing very well and clean, and got custody of her daughter back. So then the thought of Alex encroaching, if he were to in any way like even an ounce of the bullshit that he's throwing at Brittany, if he were to have a thought of involving encroaching into Monet's life with that, I told him I would torture him to death. And then he tries to say that I threatened that I would torture him to death. And I'm like, no, I did not threaten you. I set a boundary. And if you were to violate that boundary, then the consequences would be on you. Monet blocked him right away when I told her like what he is. And then he's such a little bitch. Like he's such a weasel. Like he'll try and like word things to where he gives himself plausible deniability. Like the way he worded it when he tried to make a quote unquote make amends and with this bullshit apology where he doesn't actually take any accountability or responsibility for any wrongdoing. He speaks about Brittany as if she's like an object that it's like as if there's like a territorial dispute over a piece of property, and that it's like he implying that as if I'm challenging him to a duel, that we like it's like a co-equal thing. And he refers to Monet like, that girl is deleted off my Facebook. I never even clicked on her profile or some shit. Which is, she blocked him. So, but he would have looked and realized that she blocked him, and he words it in that way so he's hoping that I'll look over it, like just skim over it and take it as he take the implication that and assume that he unfriended her, which I told him to. As like an ultimatum. But I knew already. Me and Monet are in communication somewhat regularly. So I don't know if I communicated that to him. I think I did. On the Maplehood gang statement I put up. Damn, almost 2 hours live here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I came back and I was like, you guys are still live?
Yeah.
Damn. And then that's when I heard, I think it was her talking to like Alex and like him trying to not give him $20 off. I'm like, man, if you're off work and like you guys are hanging out, I just sent you $100. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys have it, man. If he doesn't pay you back, do whatever you gotta do. But yeah.
Will you send me $100?
Yeah, for you guys, for you two, since you're just show.
Oh shit, thank you. I'm gonna send. Yeah. Oh shit. Thank you.
On Chime, yeah.
Oh shit, nice. Thank you. I'm gonna end the live.
Oh my god, he messaged me 17 times in the past 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Who has that time?
His entire life is tweaking in my own bedroom with shitty YouTube Comedy Centrals, texting Brittany at nonstop. It doesn't sleep much, and trying to hustle his so-called friends on the side. This isn't like it.
Oh my god, do you remember when he openly admitted that he was returning? So he told his mom that he was like he was submitting her receipts from like going to the store into like one of those apps and like getting the cash back or whatever. In all reality, he was taking random things and returning them to the store to get cash back. So I was like, so what you're saying is you're stealing from her. And he's like, no, that's not stealing. I said, do you know how fucked up that is? Because regardless of whether she bought whatever it is for you or not, she intended that money to go towards that thing, not to give it to you.
It's an ethical overstep.
He's like, well, one time it was like cereal, And he was like, isn't it, he was like, oh, don't you think she would, or don't you think that she'd be happier that I'd be enjoying these cigarettes a lot more than I'd be enjoying this cereal? I said, I think that if she wanted to pay for your cigarettes, she would pay for your cigarettes. Instead,
you violated.
Right. You're just, I mean, the moral and ethical fuckery in that. I said, that's wrong, dude.
I'm gonna end the live.
You're like roundabout stealing.
All the after the fact justifications when he gets called out.
That's insane.
All right, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted to. I just caught a little bit. And I'm like, all right. Well, I don't know if she needs that money or you guys are hanging out anyway. I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and send you this $100, man, because I kind of missed out on your birthday last year or something.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I can definitely do that. Yeah, I don't think it was. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that whole thing was. I mean, it's just Alex trying to bait Brittany into forcing an interaction, and he'll use money as leverage. Whether it's
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, it's sexual predator type. Like, I mean, it's very obviously sexual predator type stuff.
It is. You should. Yeah, he says some really fucked up, weird shit. Like,
ugly as fuck.
It's weird. Like, he says really fucked up shit, and he's like, my intention was to tell you you look pretty. I was like, you made me question serial killer. Like, Jeffrey Dahmer would have been easier to deal with after what you just said. Like, no, like it makes you feel so disgusting. I don't know. I
just sent you that $26. I can get. I
told him.
Fucking overdraft shit.
I was like, bro.
So
if this is care,
double that up.
Please stop. Please stop caring. Like.
Yeah, I don't. It's caring, but not for you.
It's
caring for his whatever the fuck that is. Ego. Dude, I don't even know. Disgusting.
Well,
sociopath. Yeah.
I had to have a real conversation with my son. I said, dude, this is not how men conduct themselves in the world. It's not. Don't believe so.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then when he tells me that we can talk this out like men, or otherwise we can solve it with fists. And he's like, no, you're essentially a rapist. If there's a rapist after my sister, I don't like challenge him to a duel. You take him from behind and eliminate the threat. Like it's
he absolutely is a rapist. He admits it too. So it's fucked up.
Yeah. I gotta stream because I'm gonna start saying illegal things.
You have to come into town and meet us.
Yeah.
Meet me.
Yeah. What was I? Oh, I was telling her the story about John Glenn when did he still on the phone? You still there? Oh, I think he let it go. He got a phone. Yeah, the Scott Butchie stealing his Pokemon cards, and then this is I don't know if this food would be good for Rocket, but this is dog food.
What kind is it? Do you know?
Yes, I can show you the label.
What?
It's Fresh Pet. Here, I'll show you.
Or no, is it chicken or